Millions of Americans watched as singer Whitney Houston acknowledged her drug problems in a primetime network interview. And now that interview could cost her her family. Curtis Jackson reports.
Now that Whitney Houston has confirmed she is recovering from drug addiction, child welfare authorities in New Jersey have no choice but to investigate whether she and husband Bobby Brown are unfit parents. During an interview with ABC's Diane Sawyer, Houston admitted to having once used cocaine, pills, and marijuana, sometimes in combination. Brown also confessed that he still smokes pot to help control his bipolar disorder. The admission followed his recent arrest in Atlanta on several charges, including marijuana possession. Houston commented on the interview during an appearance on BET's 106 in Park that will air Wednesday.
It was all about something totally else. They sold me on some really messed up stuff, but I think I got my point across, didn't I?
You did?
I believe I did. I believe I did.
But the couple's candor could now cost them custody of their 9-year-old daughter, bobbikristina. Under New Jersey state law, the Division of Youth Services is required to interview parents suspected of drug abuse. DYS officials cannot comment on any specific investigation, but a spokesman told BET Nightly News that if they were to learn of drug abuse by parents through the media, quote, we would have concerns. Houston's parental peril follows Michael Jackson's now infamous dangling of his newborn son over a hotel balcony in Germany. German officials considered pressing charges but did not. Parents' rights advocates say celebrity parents rarely lose custody to the state.
One thing that celebrities have over common everyday people is their ability to mass a proper defense or a proper legal team that would assist them in their struggle to not lose their children.
If there were an investigation, New Jersey authorities would ask for Houston and Brown's cooperation. But if the couple refuses, they could find themselves in family court. In New York, Curtis Jackson, BET Nightly News.
Houston's fans want answers more than any other. Can she still sing? Well, she's now gone a long way toward answering that, as Les Trent reports.
It was a rare outdoor concert performance for ABC's Good Morning America. Whitney Houston, introduced by Diane Sawyer.
We'll let you know, we'll give you a sense how soon, but it'll be very soon.
And the expectations were high. At Whitney's last American performance, the Michael Jackson tribute show last year, fans were shocked by her emaciated appearance. But on Sunday, it was a very different Whitney.
Here she is, Whitney Houston!
Dressed casually in jeans and a long suede coat to keep out the cold, Whitney belted out 2 songs from her new album, Just Whitney. It was a flawless performance. Then, when she launched into the Christmas number, Do You Hear What I Hear, backed by a New York high school choir, Whitney, unhappy with the way it was sounding, stopped abruptly and started again.
Stop. Now?
The second time around, it went perfectly. The performance thrilled the holiday crowd.
Never seen anybody come through the way she's come through, and I'm very proud of her, and I love her always.
But even with her triumphant return to the stage, Whitney's explosive primetime interview is still causing waves.
Miss Houston is a mess.
Fox News Network's Bill O'Reilly lambasted the singer, and on this weekend's Saturday Night Live, cast members poked fun at Whitney's drug use revelations.
When I told Diane Sawyer Whitney doesn't do crack, crack is cheap. Only poor people do crack. I didn't mean that in a hurtful way. Some of my best friends are poor people.
Like me.
That's right, baby.
But over on the West Coast, at an event in Los Angeles honoring Denzel Washington, Whitney's showbiz friends were supportive.
I'm a friend of hers. I love her. I pray for her. I think about her, and I want the absolute best for her.
Whitney's a person just like everybody else, and she deserves a second chance. You know, she's a star.
Actor Jamie Foxx, however, thought she shouldn't have done the interview.
You know what the problem is? Nobody loves this woman. Nobody loves her. Because if somebody loved her, it wouldn't even got to this point.
But Whitney's strongest supporters have always been her fans, and if this performance is any measure, the diva is back on top. Whitney's entire mini concert will air Tuesday morning on Good Morning America.
Leave us the hell alone. If you don't know us and you don't sleep in my bed with me, then leave us alone.
That's Bobby Brown at Monday's American Music Awards, strongly reacting to the fallout from the Diane Sawyer interview, where he and his wife, Whitney Houston, both admitted to drug use.
I don't like to think of myself addicted.
I used to smoke a lot of marijuana.
How has everything been in the days after the whole Diane Sawyer interview? How has all that played out, and what's been the reaction back to you?
To me, it's just like, I guess people took it wrong, or whatever happened is whatever happened, and we really, me and my wife are fine, and we just want people to know, we live and love each other, so, just accept us as for what we are. We're entertainers.
Pop your body, move your body.
And entertain he did. Bobby performed on the AMAs with rapper Ja Rule.
This is what we do. We got into this business for that, so, some of the attention we don't like, but that's true. For the most part,
some of the things you say sometimes bring attention to you.
Hey, I'm crazy like that. Nut, excuse my French. I'm just Bobby, man. People know me for just being Bobby, and I can't change. I'm gonna be me for the rest of my life. And I just hope people, keep your words to yourself. If you have anything bad to say, just don't say it at all, because I'm not in the mood.